What's going on, everybody? Sports Player 2.0 Daniel here, and guys, we went 7-1-1 in the NHL, and 3-4 in the NBA, and 5-8 in the MLB. So we had a great day in the NHL, a bad day in the NBA, and a bad day in the MLB. So we got a rebound in the NBA and the MLB, but we did really good in the NHL, 7-1-1. Only 2 wrong out of 9 games. That's really good. So let's move on to tomorrow's games. The Detroit Red Wings are going to Tampa Bay to face the Lightning. The Red Wings come in at 12-22-5, and the Lightning come in at 26-9-2. The last game these two teams played today, and the Tampa Bay Lightning won 2-1. The likely starters for this game is Calvin Pickard for the Detroit Red Wings and Curtis McElhinney for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And the Tampa Bay Lightning are favored in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Red Wings to win this game on the road in Tampa Bay. Next up, we have the Washington Capitals going to New Jersey to face the Devils. The Capitals come in at 24-9-4, and the Devils come in at 13-16-6. The last game these two teams played last time, and the Washington Capitals won 2-1 in overtime. The likely starters for this game is Ilya Samsonov for the Washington Capitals and Mackenzie Blackwood for the New Jersey Devils. And the Washington Capitals are a favorite in this one. Give me the Capitals to win this game on the road in New Jersey. Next up, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets going to Florida to face the Panthers. The Blue Jackets come in at 14-17-8, and the Panthers come in at 25-9-4. The last game these two teams played today, and the Florida Panthers won 5-2. The likely starters for this game is Jonas Korpisalo for the Columbus Blue Jackets and Chris Driedger for the Florida Panthers. And the Florida Panthers are a favorite in this one. Give me the Panthers to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Dallas Stars going to Carolina to face the Hurricanes. The Stars come in at 13-12-10, and the Hurricanes come in at 24-9-3. The last game these two teams played last time, and the Dallas Stars won 3-2. The likely starters for this game is Anton Khudobin for the Dallas Stars and James Reimer for the Carolina Hurricanes. And the Carolina Hurricanes are a favorite in this one. Give me the Hurricanes to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs going to Calgary to face the Flames. The Maple Leafs come in at 24-10-3, and the Flames come in at 16-19-3. The last game for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they won 2-1 in a shootout versus the Winnipeg Jets, and for the Calgary Flames, they lost 3-2 versus the Edmonton Oilers. And the likely starters for this game is Jack Campbell for the Toronto Maple Leafs and Jacob Markstrom for the Calgary Flames. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are a favorite in this one. Give me the Maple Leafs to win this game on the road in Calgary. Next up, we have the Arizona Coyotes going to Anaheim to face the Ducks. The Coyotes come in at 17-15-5, and the Ducks come in at 11-21-6. The last game these two teams played last time, and the Arizona Coyotes won 4-2. The likely starters for this game is Adin Hill for the Arizona Coyotes and John Gibson for the Anaheim Ducks. And the Arizona Coyotes are a favorite in this one. Give me the Coyotes to win this game on the road in Anaheim. And that does it for the NHL. Let's move on to the NBA. The Nets are going to Chicago to face the Bulls. The Nets come in at 34-15, and the Bulls come in at 19-28. I'm going to go with the Brooklyn Nets here. Give me the Nets to win this game on the road in Chicago. Next up, we have the Lakers going to Los Angeles to face the Clippers. Well, they're playing in the same arena, so it's going to be a home game for both teams here. The Lakers come in at 31-18, and the Clippers come in at 32-18. And the LA Clippers are an 11-point favorite in this one. Give me the Clippers in a money line, but give me the Lakers plus 11. I think this game will be a 10-point game. I think they will not cover the spread. I think the Lakers will keep it closer than 11 points. So give me the Clippers in a money line, but give me the Lakers plus 11. Next up, we have the Charlotte Hornets going to Boston to face the Celtics. The Hornets come in at 25-23, and the Celtics come in at 24-25. I'm going to go with the Charlotte Hornets here. Give me the Hornets to win this game on the road in Boston. Next up, we have the Memphis Grizzlies going to Philadelphia to face the 76ers. The Grizzlies come in at 23-23, and the 76ers come in at 34-15. I'm going to go with the 76ers here. Give me the 76ers to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Golden State Warriors going to Atlanta to face the Hawks. The Warriors come in at 23-26, and the Hawks come in at 25-24. I'm going to go with the home team here. Give me the Hawks to win this game at home. Next up, we have the New Orleans Pelicans going to Houston to face the Rockets. The Pelicans come in at 21-27, and the Rockets come in at 13-35. I'm going to go with the Pelicans here. Give me the Pelicans to win this game on the road in Houston. And the final matchup of the day in the NBA, we have the Orlando Magic going to Denver to face the Nuggets. The Magic come in at 17-32, and the Nuggets come in at 30-18. I'm going to go with the home team here. Give me the Nuggets to win this game at home. And that does it for the NBA. Let's move on to the Major League Baseball, the MLB. Starting it off, we have the Atlanta Braves going to Philadelphia to face the Phillies. This is a 3-game set. The game 1 was won by the Philadelphia Phillies by a final score of 3-2 in 10 innings. The second game was also won by the Philadelphia Phillies 4-0. So the Phillies are looking to sweep the Braves here on a 3-game set. The pitching matchup for this game is Ian Anderson for the Atlanta Braves and Zach Eflin for the Philadelphia Phillies. And the over-under for this game is 8. And the Braves are a favorite in this one, but I'm going to have to go upset. Give me the Phillies to win this game. And give me the under 8 runs in this game. Next up, we have the Toronto Blue Jays going to New York to face the Yankees. These two teams have a 3-game set. The game 1 was won by a final score of 3-2 in 10 innings by the Toronto Blue Jays. Game 2 was won by the New York Yankees 5-3. The pitching matchup for this game is TJ Zuck for the Toronto Blue Jays and Domingo Herman for the New York Yankees. And the over-under for this game is 9.5. I'm going to take the under 9.5 runs in this game, and the Yankees are a favorite in this one, and I'm going to have to go with the Yankees here at home. Next up, we have the Orioles going to Boston to face the Red Sox. These two teams have a 3-game set, and both games were won by the Baltimore Orioles. The Baltimore Orioles won the first game 3-0 and the second game 4-2. The pitching matchup for this game is Bruce Zimmerman for the Baltimore Orioles and Garrett Richards for the Boston Red Sox. The over-under for this game is 9.5, and I'm going to have to take the over 9.5 runs in that game, and the Red Sox are a favorite in this one. I don't think the Orioles will sweep the Red Sox here. I think the Red Sox will steal a game from the Orioles here and win this game at home. Next up, we have the Cleveland Indians going to Detroit to face the Tigers. The last game, these two teams have a 3-game set, and both were won by Detroit. The Detroit won the first game 3-2 and the second game 5-2. The pitching matchup for this game is Aaron Kivell for the Cleveland Indians and Tariq Skubal for the Detroit Tigers. And the over-under for this game is 8.5 runs. I am going to take the under in that game, and I'm going to take the Indians here because they are a favorite, and I'm going to take the Indians. I don't think the Tigers will sweep them. I think the Indians will steal a game here on the road in Detroit. Next up, we have the St. Louis Cardinals going to Cincinnati to face the Reds. These two teams have a 3-game set, and they both split the first two meetings. The game 1 was won by the St. Louis Cardinals by a final score of 11-6, and game 2 was won by the Cincinnati Reds by a final score of 9-6. So this series right here is very overpowered by runs. And the pitching matchup for this game is Carlos Martinez for the St. Louis Cardinals and Jeff Hoffman for the Cincinnati Reds. The over-under for this game is 9.5, and as expected, I am going to take the over in this game, and this game's a pick'em, and I think the Cardinals will win this game on the road in Cincinnati. Next up, we have the Minnesota Twins going to Milwaukee to face the Brewers. These two teams have a 3-game set and was split also. The Milwaukee Brewers won 6-5 in 10 innings, and the Minnesota Twins won the second game 2-0. So the first game was won by the Milwaukee Brewers by a final score of 6-5 in 10 innings, and then the second game was won by the Minnesota Twins by a final score of 2-0. The pitching matchup for this game is Michael Pineda for the Minnesota Twins and Adrian Hauser for the Milwaukee Brewers. And the over-under for this game is 8. I'm going to have to take the under in this game, and it's another pick'em, and I am going to take the Twins here on the road in Milwaukee. Next up, we have the Texas Rangers going to Kansas City to face the Royals. This is another 3-game set, and both was won by the Kansas City Royals. The Kansas City Royals are looking to sweep the Texas Rangers here, and the Kansas City Royals won the first game by a final score of 14-10, and then they won the second game by a final score of 11-4. The pitching matchup for this game is Jordan Lyles for the Texas Rangers and Brady Singer for the Kansas City Royals. And the Kansas City Royals are a favorite in this one. I am going to take the Royals here. And the over-under for this game is 9.5. I am going to take the over 9.5 9.5 over in that game. Next up, we have the Pirates going to Chicago to face the Cubs. This is another 3-game set. The last game, the game 1 was won by the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-3, and game 2 was won by the Chicago Cubs by a final score of 5-1. So they both split this series. Whoever wins this game wins the series, and the pitching matchup for this game is Mitch Keller for the Pittsburgh Pirates and Zach Davies for the Chicago Cubs. And the over-under for this game is not available. The Chicago Cubs are a favorite in this one. I'm going to go with the Cubs here at home. Next up, we have the LA Dodgers going to Colorado to face the Rockies. These two teams have a 4-game set. The first game was won by the Colorado Rockies by a final score of 6-5. The second game was won by the Dodgers by a final score of 11-6. And the third game was won by the Dodgers by a final score of 6-5. So the Rockies are looking to even it out at 2 games apiece for this game, and the over-under for this game is 12. The pitching matchup for this game is Julio Urias for the LA Dodgers and Austin Gomber for the Colorado Rockies, and the Dodgers are a favorite in this one. I'm going to have to go with the Dodgers in the under 12 runs in